Oh do. How's it going? How are you doing? Oh do. Good evening. Uh, hold on. Good evening. Alright, so we're just getting set up. Howdy, howdy. Oh, just give me a second. Give me a second. Oh, God, hang on. Give me a second. There we go. So, the title we got here, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Right, so Arduino. Arduino is just a toy, yeah? It's a toy. Is it a toy? Is it any good? Any good for developing anything serious? So, I've been messing around with these since about 2009, and it's a great platform to get you started. Fantastic to get you started, yeah? Now, there's loads of shields, and they normally do a shield. The first shield they get is, I don't know, real-time clock, a push button, an LED, that kind of stuff. Gets you started. It's great to get you started, yeah? Excuse me. But should you create a product out of it? Should you make it into something? Should you even think that you could make something with it? I don't want to put anyone off, right? It's a great platform for starting to learn on it. Now, I was unsure at the time. People, you start off with it. You put your little button on there. You test your LED. You do your beep, and you do your analog input, and you do your little bits and pieces. Now, CE regulations. You can't just while it's a toy, or while it's a kit. Well, it's a kit and not a product. It's for, you can buy and sell the bits to make it up. It's not a product. It's parts. Depends what. But then when you create something with it and you wanna, you could even go so far to make a circuit board. Once you've learned how to do input buttons, control a relay, and you go from you use delays, and you've gone from that to using time. You're measuring the time, and then you're executing a routine. Right. You go to all that, then you program some inputs, and you do a bit more. You can build it up over time, and eventually you might end up with some kind of product. And then you start thinking. Let me just sign into this. Good evening. Community. Right, excuse me. Good evening, the community. Right, I tried to make a community, yeah. Very difficult. See this community here? Let's just go back to. Let's get rid of that a minute. So we've got you've got community here. Look, so go on community. Let's see what we get on Arduino community. Right. Is it going to work? Oh, you've got to select something. Forum, Discord, Project Hub, Account Day, Arduino Day, User Groups. Project Hub, don't know what this is. Let's have a look. Yeah. So one of the first things I did when I got my Arduino, let's find the one I got. Hardware, and I don't even know if they'll retired boards. Right, let's go back. Right, it's even past that, isn't it? Retired boards doesn't go back far enough. I can't even see it to spell it. Classic family boards doesn't go back far enough, does it? No. Retired. Right, is there any retired? Hang on. Yeah, this is it. Right, this is the one I bought back in the day. I'm even saying back in the day now. 2009. That model. I bought one about, I don't know if it's 2009, 2010, but I bought one and I thought it was brilliant. Fantastic. Still got it somewhere. That chip and that crystal, the clever people at Arduino, Massimo Banzi, and David Cortez, is it? I can't remember now, but going back a while. The idea to bring this, you plug it in. The alternative was like a PIC microchip, and there wasn't really any great software around, or you had to buy it or something. And you've got to set fuses and all sorts of stuff to program this. This thing, you plug it in, and you get the Arduino IDE, you plug it in, and you program it. It sets all the fuses and all the stuff that's not interesting and puts people off. Used to put people off. The PIC microchip I used to use a 16F84 or something in a project, a PIC microchip back. When was this? This was back in the 2000s. And there was no such thing, no libraries. Or I didn't see any libraries. And if you wanted to do anything like wire support or I2C, I2C, there was no library. You've got to create your own. You've got to do everything yourself. and it's very very difficult to do with no information. But with the Arduino, and you've got the fuse is all set, it's ready to be programmed. You just select your serial port, you start writing a program. You get your setup root function and your loop, and it's obvious where you put stuff. And you can start with basic examples, and then you're up and running. And you can expand it, and you can try and manage your memory, manage your inputs, manage your outputs, do all sorts of stuff. But then you've got to make it. You've got to make a product. Well, it's either hobbyist or you've got to make it into a product. Okay. Now, I managed to go quite a long way up until probably 3 or 4 years ago. With not this one. I went on to, let's go and find the one that I was working with. Is it even on there? Hang on. Hardware. Search the board. Mega 2560. Oh. Hang on. I don't know what's going on here. Set up your board. I seem to have gone into a rut here. Classics. Never find anything. So many boards. So many boards. Oh, I'm just trying to find. Where is it gone? Where's the Mega Nano family? I seem to have lost. Board search. What is this? I want hardware. So hardware. See, I'm not. What's happening here? Docks. Is it that one? No. I don't know what's happened here. So let's just. Oh God, what's this? Website's blocked. Oh no, it isn't. Oh dear, where's the home page? God, I haven't been on this website for years. Educational, professional. Oh my God, what have we done here? Oh my God. Hang on. Let's try and start again. If ever they want to lose anyone, they've certainly done it. They've lost me straight away with it. Right, hardware. Classic boards. Where's it gone? There it is. Here we are. Mega family. Yeah, so I bought. Come on. Oh, show me the price now. I'm not interested in the price. I don't want to buy one. I don't want to buy one. I want the documentation. Hardware. Oh God. Right, so I don't know what's going on here. Mega family. Click on that. It takes me to buy one. Okay. Oh my God. Right, so this board here. Now this chip, AT Mega 2560, yeah. Now this 8K of memory and Atmel AVR 8-bit, 8K of memory and 4K of ROM built in. Yeah. It's got the chip to be able to do all the USB and everything else. That's fine. Now this chip, going back to the title of this video, title of the video is Arduino just a toy? Well, you might think so, but this chip, right? Now there's a commercial product I use in the works, and it's called a Schneider Smart Relay, right? Schneider Smart Relay, and it uses this family of chip but one with half the memory. Okay, let's see if I can find it. Right, Schneider Smart Relay. Well, basically, it's yeah, it's like one of these. It is one of these. Yeah, it's like that. Won't go on eBay. You can use something called Zelio Soft. Don't know where this is going to take me. No, it's just going to take us to the web, some kind of sales website. Schneider Smart Relay. Why can't it take me to Schneider's site? UK Farnell. Alright, let's have a look on UK Farnell site. Okay. Now this is a 16 discrete inputs, 10 transistor outputs. Yeah, I don't use them ones. I use the ones. Let's find the one we use. Hang on. It's an S something. SR2BD something or other. I can't remember the name of it. 201B. Don't know. Yeah, you can't find it anyway. But basically, it's like that one. Hang on. Yeah, it looks like that. I can't remember it now. Oh. Anyway, in there, in the side, if you open one up, you'll see. Oh my god. No, products. Right, hang on. Smart Relay. Smart Relay. Where's it going to take me? Right, here we go. Yeah, this one. So what you get is... Internet's slow today, probably because I'm streaming and all sorts. Anyway, you get this gadget. Configure your controls and iOS online. Right. Compact Smart Relay. Right, so it's a little... Yeah, the internet's slow today, sorry. Right, so you got this Smart Relay. They come in different guises. They normally got about 8 inputs and about 4 outputs. But in there is an Atmel chip. And actually you should be able to see documentation. Technical information. Discrete I/O module, video, yeah, software and firmware, Zelio Soft, Zelio Logic, Zelio Soft, drivers, yeah. Where's the info? I'm trying to get view details. Why doesn't it just tell you the spec or what chip's in it? Right, basically got your 4 outputs here, and looks like you've only got 5 inputs on this one. But documents, data sheet, product data sheet. Right, let's just have a look at the data sheet. Right, data sheet. Okay. Right, so you've got an LCD display. You can program this with the Zelio software in ladder logic or functional block diagram. I only program them with functional block diagram. Is it going to tell you what the CPU is? Don't know. Yeah, it's going to tell you nothing much of interest. Anyway, trust me, there's an Atmel chip in there. And it's a version. Tell you what it is. Let's close that down. I'll tell you what it is. It's an 18 mega, and it's not a 2560. It's a 1 something 2 something or other. Is it that one? Let's have a look. Yeah, I think it's that one. Yeah, so it's... Hang on. Let's see if it specifies anything. High performance, low power, 8-bit AVR RISC. Combines 128 kilobytes of ISP flash memory, 8K SRAM, 4K EEPROM. So it's almost the same. So what's the difference between this one and the next one? I'm not sure. A 2560. Oh, that's totally the wrong one anyway. A 1280. Maybe that's not the right one. Let's have a look. So, Schneider Smart Relay. Can't even spell it. Why not? Smart Relay AVR. Yeah. What is AVR? Anyway. DigiKey. Let's see if DigiKey have got a better information about this. Right, smart relay. Right, so features. Is it going to tell you what AVR it uses? Right. Anyway, it uses almost the same kind of technology. I did some research and I thought it was the one that was half the size of this one. Basically the same thing. So what I'm trying to say is they use that chip in a commercial product that people run safety systems, and it's PLC, programmable logic controller. It's called a smart relay, and they use it in industry. So basically that chip, yes, you can use it in a commercial product, so it's not just a toy in that scenario. Okay, now you can use the Arduino IDE. I did use that for a long time. Let's see if I can bring one up. Tell you what, let's bring up, I've even got Arduino IDE on here. I might not even have it on here now. Yeah, let's bring Arduino IDE up. I don't use it anymore. I'll show you what I use in a minute. But right, new version available. Right, so yeah, so the Arduino IDE. This is how I used to do it. What have I got here? Oh, my TAC module. Yeah, so my TAC module's temperature access control. It's just let me show you what it is. You've seen it before. So it's basically this thing. Alright, there's an 80 mega inside there. Can you see it? There's an Arduino Mega inside the middle of that. And we've got LCD display and OLED, and we've got thermopile, non-touch medical sensor. And we've got a, oh, what do they call them now? I forgot what they call them. We've got a distance sensor. I can't remember what it's called now. LiDAR, that's it, it's a LiDAR distance sensor. Anyway, we got that. So I made that. Right, so I've made that. And this was the code that was used on it. So what have we got? So I've got a few libraries. Let's just have a look at this. So the first thing you'll do when you get your Arduino is you'll want to create an input. Okay. Now your input is going to be just the basic input you see everywhere. Well, I needed more than one input, so I created this little routine here. So you can an array of inputs, 4 inputs, and you have to tell each part of it. You initialize this input array. You tell what each of the pins do on the input, or what each of the inputs do in the array. So you've got to assign your pins. Some debounce you have to do, and debounce duration. Then you do states off, and you've got to manage the states of a button if you're trying to do software debounce. Anyway, so you initialize your pins, and then you've got to check if because they're inputs, you've got to check if they're on. So you have a routine that reads each button. So it's iterating through the array of buttons, and it's checking whether they're enabled, and it's switching the input device, whether it's assigned to be digital, analog, or whether it's one of these port extenders. You can set up a port extender. So when you sell it, what it's all these for are digital. So they're all digital. So this is just extra features that are being used at the minute. So input state, you need to detect certain input states. So we're looking at. So if you're doing an analog read or a digital read, and whether your active state is high or low, all this kind of stuff. So this tab is basically involved with all the inputs. That's what's doing. It's doing all stuff about input. So you've got to input read state is active state plus input state I is state on. So it goes from state to state. So if it's on, switched off. Yeah, it's a cut down version. So that'll handle all the different states. So you got a similar thing with the outputs, same kind of thing. You got to work out what outputs you got. So this is setting a buzzer pin, and you got your pins defined over in pins over here. This is all boring stuff now, but anyway, this is how you used to do it. If you wanted to do more than just flash a single light on and stuff. And your main routine, I forget where my oh there. Your main routine, it's initializing some LCD display, initializing a port extender, selecting some menus up and stuff. And you initialize your input, initialize your outputs in the setup. Initialize some parameters, sensor, menus, change scan mode, whatever you're going to do, all sorts of stuff. Then you got your main loop. So you got to get your current milliseconds. You do a scan, check your inputs if they're switched on, check your outputs if they've timed out, check parameter displays. Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. Anyway, so this was the Arduino. You use tabs, and you'd have to set all this stuff and have different sheets of stuff, and so on and so forth. So you uses a NeoPixel on that screen as well. So anyway, you'd basically end up with. Can I even show you one? I don't even. Have I got a lead? Yeah, I've got a lead. Right, let's just get a lead without upsetting the broadcast. Right. So we need a power supply. So let's switch the laptop on. Oh, I can just do that, can't I? Yeah. There you go. Right. So get the TAC module. I'll just plug it in. I've not plugged it in for a while. Let's just plug it in. Ready? Okay, so we've got TAC module. This was going to be, excuse me, this was going to be on a wall measuring people's temperature who approach it. So I built it all up. It did a lot of work to build it all up. And I don't know whether you can see that. So if you go into it like that, yeah, it'll basically beat back you and all sorts. Let's see if I can get it to trigger. Hang on. Can you see that? Yeah, just about. So I'll use my hand. It's saying 24 DC. You can't see it very good here. Hang on. Let's try it. Like that. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Yeah, so that code on the screen is doing all this bit. It's showing you T, so it's over voltage. You can basically do all sorts. You can press your buttons, change your target settings, things like that. Let's turn that off. Yeah. So basically, it was going to be a product. Trying to make it into a product was. Abandoned it now. Now, the thermopile was supposed to see through certain types of polycarbonate, and it turned out I couldn't find the right carbonate. And then the LiDAR was supposed to see through certain types of wavelengths of whatever carbonate. That kept triggering off the plastic. So with this kind of sensor, it's got to be able to be wiped down and be cleaned. So when they say, oh, this is a thermal pile, measures distance and that, it's okay as a demonstration, but how are you going to put that behind a screen so you can keep it clean? See what I mean? It can't be used. And also the heat that generates the thermopile's got a ambient temperature, and it's got the current temperature, but the ambient temperature gets warmed up by its own circuit or the stuff it's attached to, so you're almost going to have that somewhere else, and you've got to calibrate it and all this kind of stuff. So in reality, it's very difficult to make it into a product. Right? I saw these handheld scanners that you put them up to your forehead and you measure the temperature, and they're all a lie. It's a lie. You've got to be like 50 millimeter away from it, say, from the sensor, and it'll come up. It'll say you're 36 something degrees. It's a lie. Its skin temperature is never 36 degrees. It's about 33 degrees. Right. So it's adding an arbitrary amount to it. So it's a bit of a lie, and it errs on the side of caution as well. The last thing it wants to do is start. If you've got a commercial product and you want to start selling it, the last thing you want is for false detection, selling people that their temperature's too high when it isn't. So they're measuring it and they're analysing the reading, and then it's outputting. But there's so many ways to circumvent it, distance away. Hence, that's why I build the LiDAR in, so you could set the range. Like, you could have that in a room. I'd have that box in a room, and the room's ambient temperature could be one thing. And you go and take it out that room, you go into a factory or somewhere to demonstrate it, and that factory's temperature's a lot colder or whatever. And it's going to take a while for that ambient temperature to adjust, to change, and you've got to adjust all these extra values, lookup tables and all sorts of stuff. You've got to adjust it to whichever temperature you've got, and which means you can do it, but you've got to allow for someone opening a door, or whether the positions it's mounted in a doorway or something. Someone opens a door, or if you're trying to measure someone's temperature, they could have been out in the cold for an hour or so. They could come in and their skin temperature could be minus. Not minus, but it could be down low. So it's yes, you can measure, but under ideal circumstances. But to put it in a reception area, excuse me, where people are walking in out the cold, there's ambient temperatures been blown around as you walk in, and there's people with different temperatures because they've been out in the cold. That's not their real temperature. You're going to get all sorts of readings off it. So, yes, you can make it, you can not make it so it's alterable, but is it a usable thing? I don't think so. Not really usable. So, anyway, so there's an example of trying to make a product. A lot of work goes into it as well. There's two or three designs for a circuit board there. So, there's a lot of designs for a circuit board there. There's 3 circuit boards. So, and then you got to line everything up and all sorts of stuff. So a lot of work goes in. But I don't know if you could make a commercial product, and even if you make it, you've got a problem of certifying it. If you put it on someone's wall, if that overheats or sets fire, you could burn their building down. So what's going to happen is you've got all these makers making stuff, and they've got no market for it. There's no market. There's no output market for it. Because people are just going to buy the mainstream items for various reasons, litigation, whatever, various reasons, or they're just too scared to go with it, and they don't know the product. They're just going to go with what they know. So I don't want to put anyone off. It's great for learning. But the big companies, they've got the money to be able to test it all, supposedly. A lot of companies in the UK, they ship in boxes. They're just shipping boxes, right? You ask them about the product, they don't know. They shrug their shoulders, they don't know. I did it myself. I asked them. I asked one company about CE. There's a company, I won't name them, but they're selling stuff, or they was selling stuff. I don't think they are anymore. They're selling stuff, and with no regard to any CE regulation. And I asked the question, I go, is it CE marked? They go, I don't know. They've not looked at it. Because they just plead ignorance. They say, we don't know. Presumably it should be, otherwise we shouldn't be able to buy it in this country. Fair enough. So anyway, you got that. So even if you make that product and try and sell it, there's only one way to sell it. You'd have to sell it as a kit, a hobbyist kit, basically. As soon as you say it's a product, you're in trouble, you know. Anyway, going back from that TAC module, that was just a prototype. Never saw the light of day. It's a working system, but honestly, I know when there's a flaw in the system. And the flaw in this system was ambient temperature, critical ambient temperature, too much variance in it. Yes, you can go in, you can adjust it and all the rest of it. Let's plug it back in again. But nobody wants to adjust anything. They just want to switch it on and basically point it. So I've got this, so I can go in here. I don't know if you can see this, but anyway, I'll go into the menu. It says awaiting person. So I'll go in here. You've got trigger temperature. Right, it's 37.4, so I'll go take it down to 36. Get 2 beeps to acknowledge it. Alright, and you got trigger distance 60, so it's 60 cent. Let's make it 60 millimeters. Sorry. Let's bring it out to 150 mil. Right, so your trigger distance 150 mil. What else we got? Confirmation beeps there on LCD timeout, operating mode, offset, display view, trigger temperature. Right, back to that again. So at the minute it's displaying. Should I put this on a big screen? I don't know how you can do that though. How can you do that? I'll have to work that one out. Anyway, so you've got your trigger temperature there. So if I bring my hand in front of it and I just bring it towards it, yeah, it's lighting up a red T. That's because it's coming up 36.7. I set my trigger temperature too low. I did it on purpose. Right, so trigger temperature, let's set to 37. Right, so I'll come up to it again. It's showing me a green T, 35 point something. And it's triggering, I'll show you where it triggers. It triggers about there. Now if I set my trigger distance, trigger distance, let's say set it to, this LiDAR will measure up to 2 meters, I think. Let's just set it to 300. Yeah, 300. Right, it's 300 trigger distance. Ready? Here we go. Yeah, so it's triggering from there now. Oh, I've got to get out of the way. Yeah, to start it, I've got to get out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't got out of the way, so. And it also tracks you in as well. I've got to keep clear, so it'll track me in. So if I move my hand in, yeah, you can't really see it, but it lights up blue as it tracks you in. Yeah, can you see that? Let's try it again. Yeah, so it tracks you in towards the trigger distance. Now that trigger distance, it's telling me I'm 25 degrees because this sensor this thermal pile only reads accurately about 50 mil, 35 to 50 mil. So anything further, you've got to either have a lookup table and do it that way. Anyway, let's plug that out. Let's get rid of that. So yeah, so there's flaws in the system. You basically there's flaws in it. Not flaws in the program or anything like that. There's flaws in the way you've got to stick to certain criteria. It works out your ambient temperature, and then you've got to be 50 mil away, and you've got to be not just come out of the cold air and all this kind of stuff. So it's not something you can probably. There's people who there's medical scanners you get. They hold it up to your head and they trigger it. They will be measuring. But I'm trying to say it's a lie. The 36 degrees it measures, your skin temperature, that's your inner core temperature. So your 33 degrees, 32, 33 is what the skin will be if you sat in a room. If you come out the cold, it's going to be different anyway. So, so what they're doing in the firmware, they're adding an arbitrary amount to it. So I used to tell them, I say that's not. They used to try and measure you. A sensor tester once tried to test me. I ate his kidneys with some fava beans and a nice Chianti. Yeah, that's got me last of me little cheap alcohol rubbish. I've run out of Coca-Cola, so anyway. Yeah, so is the Arduino a toy? Well, I'd say no. But is it a commercial product? Is an Arduino a commercial product? Can it be CE marked and all the rest of it? Well, you never know. Let's have a look. Let's just go on to, let's get rid of this a minute. Let's have a look. Get this open again. Is this going to dox me? No. Right. Now, the best person I know at the minute who's tried to make a commercial product is Sion, Unexpected Maker. Right, now I know he's done all sorts with his stuff. I bought his stuff. I bought his little tiny picos. Now I know he's bought all sorts of equipment to do his wireless technology, even worse than normal stuff, trying to get certified. Right. Reese shop. See what's in the shop. Right, so hang on. Right, so tiny C3. Where's his tiny pico? There it is. I got a couple of these. I built a board around this. Tiny pico. Now, I don't know how he's doing it because this is supposed to be shielded. Whether they certified this one, I don't know if he did on this earlier one. But most ESP30, this is ESP32 Expressive ESP32. This is V3. Does it mention anything about being certified? I know he's tried, and with some of his other models, he may well have done it. Tiny picker. But certain places you can't sell into the country unless they see. So I don't. Unless it's if it's hobbyist stuff, maybe it's different. Right. Anyway, let's just have a look at his other range. Has he got caps? Got steel shielding over them? I don't know if they have. Dev boards, accessories. Yeah, I can't see on this. Anyway, won't ponder too much there, but basically, if you go onto eBay, let's go onto eBay. Right, eBay, yeah. So ESP32. Right, so you've got one with a shield on there. See that one? And it might be FCC. Yeah, it's FCC with a shield on. So it's passed its tests. But you put that module, you plug that into... Let's just go on and have a quick look at the stream. Yeah. So you plug that module into your board, but your board's not certified. So let's look for ESP32 shield. Right, see what we get. So there's a shield, battery power shields module. For Arduino, hang on. Expansion shield. See this one? It's got no electronics on it. It's just a connector. So you could sell that all day long and not worry about it. Right, matrix shield. So this is a matrix shield. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. So this you're putting 5 volts in. So what does it do? It runs. So you plug your little control in there. That's got a shield. Now, what does this do? Runs a matrix. I don't know. Let's have a look what it does. What is it? Shields a kit, an easily controlled RGB LED matrix using a mini. But it comes. The board is designed to work with awesome PX matrix library. What did you make? Why did you make it? What is it? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, I don't know what it does, but if you put that in your house or somewhere and it sets on fire, there'll be no comeback there. So it's been sold as a kit. I don't know what the law. We'll have to check the law on it. Right, so go down the list. What else we got? Anyway, so let's just keep. See, lots of these shields are just. There's hardly anything on them. Anyway, right. I'll tell you what. Let's try RS or DigiKey. Let's see DigiKey. Hang on, DigiKey. What's all this rubbish? DigiKey. Let's see what they've got on. There's a big reputable company. Let's see what they're selling. So let's see. ESP32 shield. See if anything comes up. Expansion board, daughter cards. Right, let's see what they got here. It's not the best, is it? Right, hang on. So yeah, a sensor shield, motion thing. Right, let's see what this is. See, it's a dev kit. Airlift shield, an airlift shield. Adafruit, Spark Fun. Don't know what that is. Have a look at that one. So it's a development shield. So if you made a product out of that and it sat on fire, they'd be blaming you and not the person, because they shouldn't be building it into a product. Let's see what this is. So there's not that many stuff there. Look, see how little shield. Look, 4 shields. Massive company, right? And they've only got 4 ESP shields. Let's try Arduino. Arduino shield. Right. So you've got what you got here. Top results. They're all evaluation. Expansion board, evaluation, cables, accessories. Alright, so there's hardly anything here. Because they can't sell cables, industrial development boards. You can't sell it without it backfiring on them. They're just they're development boards, right? So eBay. Let's see what's on eBay again. eBay. So Arduino shields. Right. So is there anything here you can buy that you can put into somewhere? A MIDI shield breakout for an Arduino. Okay. That's actually quite good. So they've done all the work for you. They've created uses 10 milliamp current loop. MIDI does. So they'll have some kind of opto isolator there doing the on off. So you could plug that in and connect it to your keyboard. But for why? And you could do something with your microcontroller then. You could process the signal somehow. Right, anyway. Right, so you got that now. Alright, CAN bus controller. This is just a test shield in it with all buttons and stuff on it. So, is there anything commercial? You've got your standard Ethernet shield. Expansion, right. What's it say about that, I wonder? Let's have a look. I've got one of them. I've never actually used it. I think I set it up once and it's a bit of a waste of money. It's actually cheap now. It was a lot more than that when I had it. What does it say about this? International shipping, subject to customs. Right, what's it say? Specification. Ethernet shield for Arduino board used to connect to the internet. Can be used as a server or client. Anything about shipping, WizNet? It's not going to say a lot, is it? They won't ship to some places. Anyway, I don't know what the law is on smart technology. Let's find out what the law is. Right, IoT, smart tech, selling as a product, law. Actually, tell you what, let's ask, we'll ask ChatGPT. Let's ask ChatGPT. Right, here we go. We'll find out the law if he's not busy. Right. Okay. What is the law on ESP32 selling as a product? Alright. I've just got to stand up a minute, that's it. Right. Yeah, it's giving me 10 points. It always does that. ESP is a microcontroller developed by Expressive Systems. It's commonly used in various electronic products. When selling a product that includes an ESP32 or any other electronic component, there are several legal considerations you should be aware of. Keep in mind that the laws and regulations may vary by country and region. It's also important to consult with legal professionals in your jurisdiction. Here are some general points to consider. Intellectual property rights. Ensure that your use of the ESP does not infringe on any intellectual property rights, including patents, trademarks, copyrights held by Expressive Systems or other relevant parties. Compliance and standards. Depending on the nature of your product, you may need to comply with specific standards. Just checking the broadcast. And regulations. For example, electronic devices are often subject to electromagnetic compatibility (EMC) and safety standards. Ensure that your product meets these requirements to avoid legal issues. FCC compliance for the US market. If your product includes wireless communication features using the ESP30, you may need to obtain Federal Communication Commission (FCC) certification. This is particularly important for products that use Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, as the ESP32 does. Open source licensing. The ESP32 is often used in conjunction with open source software. Make sure you comply with the license terms of any open source software used. Expressive provides ESP IDF IoT development framework for the ESP and is released under the Apache license too. Product liability. Consider your product liability laws in your jurisdiction. If your product causes harm to others or their property, you could be held liable. Ensure that your product is safe for its intended use and provide appropriate warnings and instructions. Import and export regulation. If you are importing or exporting products containing the ESP32, be aware of any import-export regulations, including custom duties and restrictions. Customer protection laws. Ensure that your product complies with consumer protection laws in your jurisdiction. They may include providing accurate product information, offering warranties, and ensuring fair business practice. Data privacy. If your product involves the collection or processing of personal data, be aware of data protection and privacy laws. Ensure that you have appropriate measures in place to protect users' privacy. It's critical to consult with legal professionals who specialise in intellectual property, product liability and regulatory compliance to ensure that products comply with all relevant laws. As I thought, you've got to be careful. And so, is there a loophole? Can you sell it as a kit? That's the question. Can a product be sold as a kit to circumvent laws? See what that's got to say. Selling a product as a kit does not necessarily circumvent laws and regulations. While selling a product as a kit may have some implications, it doesn't automatically exempt the seller from legal obligation. Here are some points to consider. So, regulatory compliance, intellectual property rights, consumer protection, import. So it's basically telling me the same thing again. So, I'll ask you the question: what is the best method to take your new ESP32 product to market? Don't know if that's going to confuse it. Taking a new ESP32 product to market involves several steps to ensure a successful launch. Here's a general guide to help you navigate the process. Market research. Identify your target market, and understand the needs. Analyze the competition. Consider the pricing strategy. That's all the easy bit. Product development. Ensure your product is well designed, reliable, and meets regulatory standards. Test your product thoroughly to identify and fix any issues. Consider creating prototypes. Yeah, I've done all that. Intellectual property protection. If applicable, consider obtaining patents or other intellectual property protection for unique features. Very expensive for patents. Big mistake to go down that route. You spend a lot of money and you only patent pending. Don't get a patent, and you probably will never get one. You've probably spent all your money on it. So intellectual property, yeah, any software you create for it, you can keep it as your intellectual property rights. That's the best way of doing it, I think. Regulatory compliance. Ensure your product complies with relevant regulations. Involves well as address safety, environmental. Yeah, so you address it. What does that actually mean, address it? Documentation and packaging. Create user manuals, technical documentation. Design attractive information. Yeah. Distribution channels. Decide your distribution channel strategy. Retailers. Yeah, nobody's going to touch anything with a barge pole, are they? Establish a relationship with distributors. Marketing and branding. Just checking the broadcast. Develop a strong brand identity. Create a marketing plan. Leverage social media. Consider influencers. Websites and online print. Build a professional website. Detailed product information. Optimize your website. Set up online store. Done all that. Provide excellent customer support through various channels. Email, chat, phone. Consider creating a knowledge base. And an FAQ section on your website. Right, launch event. Consider organising a launch event or participate in relevant industry trade shows. Generate buzz through press releases, blogs, posts and social media. Post-launch monitoring. Monitor customer feedback and reviews. Be responsive to issues and continually improve your product base. Scaling production. Ensure your production process can scale to meet demand. Establish a relationship with reliable suppliers. Legal and financial considerations. Ensure compliance with tax regulations and business law. Consider liability insurance for your product. Adaptability. Stay informed about market trends and be ready to adapt your product and strategy accordingly. Remember, the success of taking a product to market involves a combination of a great product, effective marketing, and a well thought out business strategy. Each product and market is unique, so tailor your approach based on your specific circumstances and industry. Yeah, it's all good. So, alright, let's ask you a question. Can you recommend... Too many M's? No? Recommend a... don't know. What strategy? It's going to recommend the same stuff again, isn't it? Let's ask it. Can a product created by a individual really compete with large companies. Yes, products created by individuals can indeed compete with those. Products by large companies. While large companies often have significant resources, establish brands and economics of scale. Individuals can leverage certain advantages to compete effectively. Here are some factors that can contribute to success of a product created by an individual. Innovative and agility of individuals often have the flexibility to do more innovative and agile in their product development process. They can quickly adapt to the market trends. Yeah, I always said that. Yeah, I always said that. Let's just bring up right, let's have a look. Reseller. Right. What did I write here? UPass is in constant development, tracking the latest advancements in the world of IoT and smart technology. UPass is unique in that it empowers its users with the building blocks and tools to be able to react quickly and assimilate these emerging technologies. Ergo, the software is by nature experimental. Yeah. So it is agile and able to respond, but anyway, niche focus. Individuals can excel by targeting niche markets that larger companies might overlook. Specialist products that cater to specific needs can find a dedicated customer base. Personalization and authenticity. Individual creators can infuse their products with a personal touch, authenticity and passion. This can resonate with customers who appreciate a more personalised and genuine experience. No, well, what I get is you're the only one who knows how it works. If you was to disappear, we'd be stuck with something we won't be able to do anything with. Valid point, or they've got no after-sales support. So I tried to make mine resettable, so you can always go back to factory default if you mess it up. Alright, so I even went to Safari to make my software I made public, so anyone could see the software and edit it and fork it and stuff off GitHub. So, the thing is, what happens if you disappear? No, you just find someone else, geek, who can carry on and do something with it. Yeah. Right, lower overheads. Individuals typically have lower overhead costs compared to large companies. It can result in more competitive pricing. Right, direct connection with customers. Smaller operations often have a direct line of communication with customers. This direct interaction allows for better understanding of customer needs and preferences, leading to more responsive product development. Digital marketing and online presence. Individuals can leverage digital marketing and online platforms to reach a global audience without the need for a large physical presence. Right, so I think I know what we're going to do now. My brochure, this one I made, don't know when I made it, going back a while. It's the old model and everything's out of date. But this old one, it's too much information. It's just people just want an easy solution, and they don't want to read too much info. And you've got to mask off the technology. They just want a simple. They just want to click a QR code, photograph it, and then that's it. That's as far as they want to go. So by describing every little detail on here, it's enthusiastic, and it's great if you've got a like-minded or somebody who's trying to create their own stuff. They'd probably love it all, but a general person would look at it and go, "Oh, that looks too complicated for me." I would go off and find something easier, Anyway, I've got to have a little intermission for a while. So what I'm going to do is play you an intro outro intermission. just just created a new word there. Right. So I will be back in a short interim. Back in a minute. Hello, we're back again. Back again. Just made myself a cup of tea and went to the loo. Right, so, yeah. So, we've got, we want to turn our product into turn our prototype into a product and then try to sell it. Try to sell the product. So we've got this one. This is our first one. Arduino Mega under there. Created all these prototypes in the past. Sideways expansion. Detail all this stuff. None of this is relevant really. It's great for learning and techie stuff, but when the average person looks at this, he's just going to go, precision real-time, high efficiency book converter. They're going to say, what's a book converter? So, website needs to be sorted out. But now we've gone on to, hang on, let's bring a Twitter account up. Or X, what do they call it now? Right, X. I think Elon Musk just couldn't think of a name and needed to change Twitter name quickly, so he just said, oh, let's just, I don't know what we're going to call it, I don't know. Let's just call it, I don't know, X. So how do I log into this without signing up? I don't want to sign up. Can't I just go on and browse it? What's going on here? Create account. Don't want to do none of that. I just want to look on the system. Right, it's not going to let me, so I'll go to Google. Right, so put Dave Paul Jones Twitter. Right, okay. Let's have a look what we got here. Right, we got some live stuff here. Quite a lot of it, actually. Yeah. Right. Oh. That's my new board. Didn't realise. What if I just sent a picture or was that a video? Oh, it's Facebook. Hang on. Let's leave Facebook. Dox myself. No, I'll do that. Well, it's all on here anyway, so. What's this? Oh, yeah. That's Facebook again. YouTube. Facebook. YouTube. It's not showing me no Twitter, is it? Twitter? What's happened to Twitter? Okay, let's put X in. Let's go with Elon Musk's crazy nonsense. Right. Still nothing. Okay. UPass KPV2. What's that going to do? Yeah, there it is. Facebook again. Oh, that video. Yeah, it's a video. Let's have a look at that. Do we want to look at that? No. View image. Where's the view image? Alright, so we got. Oh, that's my Tiny Pico version of it. Yeah, that's changed. That's the ESP32 Node MCU version of it. That's the Tiny Pico version of it. Anyway, so we created a product. And we want to try to market the product. So how do we sell it? Hang on. How do we sell it without burning someone's premises down, potentially. So, what can you do? Ship it. Can you ship it as a... just ship it? Alright, okay. Let's go back and close that off. Yeah, so we've got to update all this. We've got to change the brochure. And we've got to just put relevant info without too much info. Tell them, show them the web API. We can probably do that now. So we go on to 192.168.0.98. So it can bring up. Oh, it's not 98. That one's not switched on, so it's 97. 97? Or is it 96? Oh, I know. It hasn't even booted up. Let's restart it. Alright. Okay, try again. Is it 96? I can't remember. $97. Oh, was it 98? Maybe it was 98. Yeah, 98. So, what we've got here, this is, I can't show you one. So, oh, hang on, I'll show you down here. Yeah, there it is. Not that one, this one. That's it there. Okay, so we're connected to that. Let's put a username and password in. Admin and pass. Right, here we go. So, yeah, we can click it. I can stick it into learn mode. We can use it in our access control. Right, let's bring it up in the access control. So you've got web API and you've got working in the main software.
Welcome to UPass. Engine 23 is now online.
Yeah, so it's packet address is 23 and that's it there. Okay, so let's just solo that. That's that device there, and there's your time there, and that's it there. Right, we can click on the relay. Oh. Yep, so you got the relay there. Click it off. That's not doing it, is it? Why is it? Oh, it's a delay. Delay. Why is there a delay? Is it because we're trying to do too much? Right. Yeah, there's a network delay at the minute. So anyway. Right, so let's get it back up and running. So we've got both. Can I position this somewhere where you can see both? Yeah, just about. Right, okay. Let's put it there. Right, so we'll add a new token. First we'll clear the tokens out. We're going to set 0. Right, I've got 10 tokens. We'll clear them all. Set 0. It says it's got 10 tokens. Why? Oh. Off screen. It's off screen, so we can't see that. Oh no. Yeah. It's alright, it was opened a window up off screen so you couldn't see it. I couldn't see it till I looked. Yeah, so we just request the number of tokens. We've got 0 tokens stored in there now. Okay, so what we're going to do... Oops, where have we gone? Right, so we're going to go into users now. Alright, so here's the users. Go into this one, and we're going to... We've got an old token in there. Let's take it out. Unassign. Alright. So what we're going to do now is we're going to scan a token in. Right, so we've got some pack tokens here. No pun intended, they are pack tokens. Right, so we've got a token. There it is. I'm going to put that onto the reader down here. Okay. It's should have come up in the list. So I go assign token, and it should be that one there, and attach it. Oh, it's come up off screen. So right, so we're in there. Let's put the token on. Yeah, it's working. It's switching the relay on and off. Yeah, so that's fine. And if we come out of there and go back to there, let's go large screen. You can see you've got 2 users now. Arya Stark. Right, so what's that doing? Exit button. Ah, the mode's wrong. I need to go in here and change the mode. Token storage mode needs to be that one, default. Oh, no, it's probably... I've not set it up right. Yeah, I had this trouble last time, didn't I? So it's not trouble, it's just the settings I was set up for standalone learn instead of the one I wanted. Readers. Alright, reader, one way, weekend 26. Not sure about that now. We had this trouble last time. Yeah, so it's not a reader, is it? So what it's saying it's an exit button. It's one of the parameters. Let's try another parameter. Token storage mode disabled. Instant. Let's change that. Oh, maybe I think I got to reboot it. Let's just reboot it. I think that's what it was.
Engine 23 is now online.
Alright, let's see if it'll respond to that. Gonna have a sip of my tea. Whoops. Yeah, is that event coming up? Yeah. Getting an event. It's saying it's an exit button now. Right, so let's check the user out. Right, so users, Arya Stark, unrestricted impulse 1, restrictions, impulse 1 unrestricted, so that looks okay. I don't quite get. Let's just go on there and update. Alright, keeps going back around the screen. It's alright. We can set this to display, always on top. Right, so we're always on top now. Right, so what's going on with this then? Token update. So it's not showing me. It's not showing me the token for that. Exit button. So it's not processing it right, is it? I think there's a reader operating mode. Hang on. Ah, reader 1. Here we go. Yeah, here it is. Impulse. We've overridden it. So what we want to do is non-default. That's it. So we're on non-default. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, that's better. Right, so because it was set up for standalone. Now we're on a network-based system. We've got the token. As you can see, it's pretty responsive. Right, so let's get another token. Set up another user, or let's just choose who we're going to choose. Bill Gates, Elon Musk, Steve Jobs. Let's do Steve Jobs. Right, let's just get rid of his token. Okay, and we're going to add this one we've just done. Here, that's it. Assign the token, yeah. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, it has done it. It's just a bit slow. Right, let's try it. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, and again. Yeah. So we've got Steve Jobs and Arya Stark. So Steve Jobs, Arya Stark, and who else we got? No, we got some more. We'll leave it for now. So let's bring up this film strip. I like this one. Ah, we're always on top. Hang on, we're gonna have to bring it. We're gonna have to bring. I'll tell you, we can do it the other way, can't we? We can just minimise that. Here we go. So we've got this film strip. What I call this is the UPass film strip. Might be better if it's like that. No, like that. Is that better or worse? Don't know. So when you add a new fob, it'll move them along the list like that. You can have it like that, or you can have it let's just bring this one down a minute. Or you can have it like that, or both. Can you have both? Let's see if you can have both. Right, so you got one there, and you got one here. This one, actually, it's quite small, that one. Oh, you can scroll up and down. Can you do it on that one? Yeah, you can scroll that way as well. Yeah, it's quite a big picture there, isn't it? So they're semi-transparent. Hang on, let's put that. I'll actually put it there, where you can see it, yeah. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of work gone into this. Let's just bring that back to the top, that's it. Yeah, let's add another token. So I've done a hell of a lot of work to get this into this stage, as you can probably see. Let's put another user on. Who should we have? Alright, another user. Let's choose Elon Musk. Why not? Alright, let's just take this old token. So I've deleted all the tokens, right? Assign. Oh, hang on, let's just. Oh, that one's already working. Why is that one working? Is that not a new one? Who's that bringing up? Token unassigned. Yeah, someone's got that token. The system thinks they've got it. Right, let's assign that token to Elon Musk. Okay. Okay. What's it doing? I don't know. That's weird. So you've got that one there, and you've got that one there, and we've got that one there unassigned, but it's still allowing it through. Because I've already issued this token to someone on the system. What I should do is go through and delete. Right. Let's get rid of these ones out of here. Should have started from a new database, really. Yeah, let's start from a new database. Right, let's do that. Let's erase. If we do that, though, we'll lose the controller, won't we? Yeah, we don't want to do that. Let's just erase Bill Gates. Oh, we've done his fob, got rid of his. Mark Zuckerberg. Let's get rid of his. Let's get rid of that one. And delete the user. Delete this user. Right, and Wozniak. Let's get rid of him. We'll leave him as a user. Steve, we got everyone's done, aren't they? Oh no, that's okay. We've assigned him. Right, that's it. So what happens when I put this one back up? Nothing happening now. So it was already assigned earlier into the database. Right. So let's assign it to this guy, Wozniak. Assign the token. Okay. Alright, that'll do. Yeah, we got him. Okay, let's go down there and we'll put them through the motions. Oh, I always drop one, don't I? I always drop a token. I got some key tags somewhere. I should put the key tag on them, label them up. Yeah, so you can have a horizontal one. Let's just bring back up that's it. You can have a horizontal one, or a horizontal or a vertical one, depending on what you're trying to do. And you can push these off screen as well. If you've got two screens, you can have one of these on one of the screens, and you can also click them. Yeah, so you can bring up the record of whoever it is and get to them quickly, like that, or like that, or like that, or like that. Yeah, so it's pretty good, but it's working, but it might be too complicated for a lot of people. So I'll try to incorporate a lot of stuff into it. Oops. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff incorporated in here. Right, so anyway. So going back to a product. So I've made a product. Is Arduino a toy? Well, depends. Depends what you're doing with it. But look, I've proved that you can do something with it. You can do something with it more than just... Let me just close this down. Should ask the time. You pass, what time is it? You pass, what time is it? Almost, you got what time. You pass, what time is it?
The time is 11 p.m.
Is it? Oh my god. You pass, what time is it? Take an answer now. You pass, open 2-3. Open 2-4. No. You pass, open 2-3. Yeah, did it. You pass, close 2-3. You pass, close 2-3. Yeah, it's when I'm streaming, it doesn't know what I'm saying. Must be sharing the mic in some way. It's you pass, close 2-3. Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, let's just close this down now. Right, I'll close that down.
Thank you for using UPass.
Alright, yeah, let's close it all down. Right. Yeah, so we've got there, oh you can't see that. We've got this UPass KPV2, got another one there, not powered up. Ignore that one. It's all set up, and you don't have to have the OLED, you can run it without. So you just wire your reader up, wire your relay, and that's it. You can put a display on it if you want. You can put a stemmer QT connection on it if you want. Extend it. So there's all sorts you can do, but so what do I do with it? What do we do with it? That's the thing. So at the end of the day, what do we do with it? And we've been running for 108 minutes and we've got no thumbs up and only one watcher, which is me. So there you go. So if that ain't enough to put someone off, I don't know what is. Right. Right, let's go back to that one. Let's go and ask oh, not ChatGPT, is it? Right, hang on. Let's close that. Let's go and ask ChatGPT something. Right, what can we ask ChatGPT? Right. Let's ask ChatGPT. Right, I need to ask it a question anyway. So here we go. Can LibreOffice use like Word interop C#? LibreOffice, an open source office suite, has its own set of APIs for programmatic access and automation, and it does not directly use Word interop like Microsoft Word. LibreOffice provides an API called UNO, Universal Network Objects, for interaction and automation. To work, come back. Where you gone? To work with LibreOffice in C#, you can use the LibreOffice API through the uno.net bridge. Here are the general steps to interact with LibreOffice using C#. Well, I don't mind that at all, actually. I don't mind which program I use. Make sure LibreOffice installed in a system. You'll need to use uno.net bridge to access LibreOffice functionality from C#. You can find the uno.net bridge in the LibreOffice installation directory. The CLI-based type libraries deal. Right. Essential for this. Add a reference. Add reference the required Uno libraries and you'll see it with the C. Right. Okay. Reference the required Uno libraries in your C# object. Use the Uno API in your C# code. Right. Okay. We could do that. Maybe that might be a better option. Don't know. I'll have to look into that then. This is just a basic example. You need to explore the API documentation. So what do? We've using Uno, local context, bootstrap, document, blank. What's that doing? Component, load component from URL. Right. X component, X document. Insert text into the document. Hello, LibreOffice from C#. Let's try that then. Let's see if we can try that. Right, let's try it. So we open up, not this. Let's just close this and open up. We want something we can try. Let's try it from Event Horizon. Let's add it to Event Horizon. See if we can open up a LibreOffice document and edit it. Just check the stream a minute. Stream's okay. See if there's any voice. The LibreOffice document. Yeah, we're okay. We're good to go. Yeah, so gone off on a bit of a tangent. Sorry, we've gone off from Arduino. We know it's not a toy. We know, I've just shown you what you can do with it. It's not a toy. Right, so let's just go into this a minute. This is an Event Horizon project I wrote for keeping track of stuff. It's on GitHub if anyone's interested. They can fork it, whatever. Presumably, I haven't done a release of it yet, but whether that's stopping anyone, I don't know. Right, so I need to go into main window. I need to just go into this code a minute and find the routine for, where has it gone? Alright, that's is this the main? Yeah, tree button view click. Let's make we'll take that out a minute and we're going to use that to create our window. So we're going to need a new window. So let's create a new window, Event Horizon, new window. So we call this LibreOffice. What do they call it? I forget what they call it now. LibreOffice Uno. Okay. LibreOffice Uno. That'll do. Right, so we got LibreOffice Uno. We need a couple of buttons. So we want first we want a stack panel. Orientation needs to be vertical. That's it. And we want then a button, couple of buttons. Button content is open a LibreOffice document. Right, and we want click is open click. Right, okay. Let's copy that and do another one. We call this so we call this replace text button. Replace texts. Okay, so replace click. Right, so let's create these definitions. Okay, so now we need to put some of that ChatGPT code in our system. So let's copy the whole thing. Well, we'll do it bit by bit. Alright, let's do bit by bit. So we need we need this one. We don't need system, we've already got it. Uno, yeah, we need them, but it's not coming up because we haven't included it in the reference yet. Let's get the rest of the code. Right, so let's get the rest of this code here. And put that into our button click event, open a document. That'll do for now. Right, none of it's recognised, so we need some libraries now. Let's just click save. Oh, let's include that in there. Right. So LibreOffice Uno equals a new LibreOffice Uno. Right, okay. LibreOffice. It's lost its IntelliSense. Hang on, it's my fault. Didn't put that on. Right. LibreOffice Uno .show. Alright, okay. So that'll open that new window we've created. Let's just see if it works. Oh, it won't work because we've got missing libraries. Let's see if we can add a library. Can we do it off here? Reference. Add a reference. Is it a com? Does it even show you LibreOffice on here? I doubt it. No. Browse. Alright, let's browse for LibreOffice. Okay, LibreOffice, where are you? Program files. Right, program files, put it in there. LibreOffice. Share, presets, help, program. Classes, open. What was it called? Uno. Let's go back to the instructions. Use unit basic interact with this. Right, hang on, we've got to add it. You'll need to use the user.net bridge to access. You'll find the bridge in the Libre installation directory. Okay, in the installation directory, right. Okay. Right, I'm in the installation directory. Oh, there it is. Right, which files do I need? Let's have a look. CLI base types dill, CLI CPPU dill, and CLI URI dill. Okay. So CLI Uno dill. Yeah. What was the other one? Oh, let's put that in on its own for now. Add. Okay, see what that's done. Has it got rid of any of this? Oh, hang on. Has it got rid of any of this stuff? Build. Build failed. No, it's not. That didn't seem to do anything. Right. What else do we need? CLI base types deal. Okay, add a reference. Browse. CLI. I can't find CLI base type still. Right, so where would it hide that? Classes? No. OpenCL? No. OpenGL? No. Resources? No. Services? No. Shell? No. No. Types? No. And wizards? No. Right, so where's this file then? Maybe it's an extra SQLite 3. Right, don't know. Let's ask for more help. Cannot find the Uno files. I'll apologise for the confusion. If you're having trouble finding the Uno files required, you may need to locate them with the LibreOffice installation folder. There are some steps. Locate the directory where LibreOffice is installed in your system. Program files, LibreOffice program. Right. Refer to the official LibreOffice. Consider installing the LibreOffice software development kit, which provides additional resource, example, and documentation for developers. Note that working with the Uno API for LibreOffice can be more involved than using Microsoft Office. Right, so it's still referring to these. Let's try and search. Let's see if we can search for that. Right, this PC. Program files, where are you? Hey. Right, program files, LibreOffice. Let's just search there. See if we can find the file. Not finding it, is it? What the hell's happened here? Right. Program. Let's try again. No such file. That's weird. What else we got? That's telling me some rubbish, this, isn't it? Right, let's Google it. LibreOffice cannot find Uno files. With Python and Windows adding a new Uno command. Start objects. Oh my god. It's not going to be easy. Oh well. I'll try again another day. We'll try another game. So that's going to be it for today. Shame. Oh well. Right. I think that's going to be it. We're going off on a tangent there. So, Arduino, it's just a toy, isn't it? No. So, if you're thinking of making a product, yes, you can make a product. Yes, you can make it professional. Can you sell it and distribute it? And rest assured, probably not. Not easy. Best course of action? I don't know. Still trying to work that one out. Yeah, see, you got. I wonder if there must be a lot of people who got to this stage. A lot of people got to a working product and software. Well, I don't know if they've done that. Lots, 10 years worth of programming. 10 years worth of programming there.
Welcome to UPass. Engine 23 is now online.
Yeah, welcome to UPass. Drop the token again. These tokens are very slimy. So we've got a token, we've got a product, and what do we do with it? No idea. Give it away. What if we give it away? Normally, if you try to give some away, nobody wants it. You put a price on it, then yeah. So, what if it's too good to be true? What if it's too cheap not to buy it? How about that? What about if we just list them, but then how do we sell it? How do we sell it? Do we say we're buying it in? What about if we say we're buying it in from China and we're just shipping boxes? And there's no documentation with it. What about that? Let's say this is what it does. This is what it does, and this is what you can do. But there's no documentation. There's no support. There's no anything. I've even lost that now. Yeah. So what about if there's nothing? Yes, there's nothing with it, but it does all sorts of stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is crazy. So, even got all this stuff. Defense condition. Lockdown. Risk level.
Searching default slots for new engines. Search
Yeah.
finished.
You go on to the user.
No new engines found. Issuing a broadcast request ID.
Alright, so you go on to Steve Wozniak's, right, and you can have a look at his risk level, his restrictions. Right, where's his risk level gone? Can't see it. Why can't I see it? Hang on. Where did I put his risk level? Vehicle, associates, profile. Yeah. Risk level. See, look. You can set them. Look, you can say right. He's disabled. He's blind. He can't hear. Look, what software can you do that in? None. I install the stuff. You can't do that. Risk level. Changes risk level. Risk level is critical. Security breach expected imminently. Number 2, severe. Security breach is highly likely. Risk level 3, security breach is a strong possibility. Risk level 4, moderate. Security breach possible but not likely. Risk Risk level is 5. Security breach is very unlikely. So yeah, so you can knock them up a level. Belongs to not set, no department set. Gender not set. Male, female not set. User stats, I don't even know what that is. Alright, date of birth, divert number. Yeah. Right, phone numbers. What's that do? Forgot now, it's been a while. Phone number and divert number. Email and website, yeah. Address. Yeah, it's all there. Nobody's ever seen it. And I'll have to do video. I'll have to do a simple video for doing a simple thing, like one thing at a time. Summary. Enrolled on so-and-so. Profile. Vehicle. Restrictions. I've even put vehicle information. Tokens, vehicles, associate users. So you can add vehicle, add token, associate users. Spare. Right, membership. Even got membership subscription in there. So you can expire their token. You can even manage their membership. Subscription period, grace period, amount to be paid, paid date, valid from to. Yeah, so it's AMPR ready. So you choose the car. What's this do? Oh, it's got more than one car. Yeah, got it. Take a photograph of the car from the webcam. Yeah, so you've got all sorts going on here. You can have more than one token. Take a photograph. Edit your access groups and time zones. Go on here, time zone. Go on time zone. Right, testing. I tell you, let's go on working hours. Working hours, time zone. Look how easy this is. Right. You go on here. Let's start a new time zone. Right. So go new time zone. Add a new time zone. Are you sure? Yeah. Right. New time zone. Okay. So we go on there. We edit the time zone. You've got a blank time zone. So how quick can we set up a time zone? Ready? For a week. Yeah. I even went one stage extra. Like I got holiday, or like public holiday, and event day. Two. Went one up. They normally have a public holiday. They don't have an event day. So I've even gone one up there. So right, let's set it. So I want to go from Monday at 7:30. Right, so I'm going to click on here. Alright, let's put an hour segment in, and it's an AM segment. I'm going to slide it over till 7:30. Alright, and I'm going to expand it to there. Segment duration is there, look, see that? Right, and I want the same thing on Tuesday. Right, same thing on Wednesday, same thing on Thursday, Friday, same thing on Friday now. Monday AM, afternoon. So I want to go up till Monday. We're going to work till 4. Yeah, and same for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday we're going to go home early, bugger it. We're going to go home at 1:30. How Saturday we're not going to work. Or if it's a shop, let's say it's a shop, we're going to work on a Saturday. Right, so we're going to start at 8 o'clock and we're going home at 11:30. No, 12 o'clock. We'll work till 12:30. That's it. Save that. Okay, so it broadcasts the time zone to all the controllers. Should get a beep back. Did we get a beep back? Not quite. There it is, we got the beep back. Alright, so we got the beep back, so that's sent. So what we want to do now is choose a time zone. So timers, we've got no timer, so let's set a timer on. Has timer 1, yes. Alright, let's just solo that anyway. So we're going to go into the timer now. Timer 1. Right, time zone. We want it to go on to new time zone. Click save that. Okay, so it's on action is latch relay 1. Off action is to unlatch relay 1. Okay. So that's that. And you should have a small T here. Yeah, see that small T? That signifies it's got a time zone, but it's inactive. It's not in the time zone period at the minute. So let's make it in the time zone period. So let's just go on to here. Let's go back on here. So let's bring up the time zone. Alright, let's see the time zone. There it is. New time zone. So let's just alter that slightly. Right. So we're going to alter the time zone. And as soon as that becomes active, it'll go to big T and it'll switch relay 1 on, which is there. So we're on, what day are we on? Thursday, and we need to set a segment up at 11:30. So let's just click in there. Let's say 11:30. That's it. 15-minute period at 11:30. And that should make it on until 1:45. Let's save that. Close that. Wait for the beep. Wait for the confirmation beep. It's the network at this point slowing it down, I think. I'm streaming and all sorts, so they've got the whole house running off it. Is it going to give us a beep back? Maybe it missed it. Oh, let's just save it again in case. It normally puts it up there. Let's do it again. Yeah, there's all the packets. It must have missed the packet. They're only unicast packets. We're supposed to get a beat back. Maybe it's because I got it in solo mode. Let's take it out of solo mode. Do it again, but not last time. Yeah. Yeah, so obviously in solo mode it didn't broadcast it. Right, so we're on there and you've just seen that that's become big T and it's switched on the timer. Right, so let's just prove this works in solo mode. Just get rid of that segment and click save again when we're not in solo mode. Yeah. So that's that, and we got ways of testing it as well. So we'll put it back on. So let's put it back on to there. Right, and we'll save that. Okay, so we're on at the minute. I'll get rid of that. We'll go on scripts. I can either open a script. What's it done with that? Oh, I'm on always on top, aren't I? Hang on, let's get rid of that. Display always on top. Yes, no. Alright, let's get that up. So, right. So we've got our script management here. We'll go new script. You'll want a name. I'll just put TTT1. I don't know what to put it in there. Anyway, right. So we've got a new script. So what we're going to do is gone. Hang on. New script. We're going to do question mark like that. So we're going to go set. We can retard the clock to test it. So in order to test this, we can turn it off. And we're going to do retard. Is there one called retard? Hang on. Yeah, retard. Retard. Right, so 23 is the controller. We can retard it by 8 minutes. 8. Right, now you can see what's happened there. It set the clock. The system time is 23:37. I've retarded this controller to 23:29. Alright, it's got a T timer 1, which is lower T, so it's got a time zone assigned to the timer 1. At the moment it's inactive. It's assigned, but the time zone is not in an active state, as in it's not due to come on for another 30 seconds. So leave that running like that. Okay, and I'll just don't touch anything. I'll just leave it, and in about 15 seconds time it'll light up that relay 1, and click it down here. You'll see this light up green. There you go. Yeah, so you got all that built in. We can actually advance it as well. I can change the clock to advance it. Now it's going to advance from the real system time. So if I do a set time 23, right, and you see it's brought it up to the system clock. Now if I advance 23 by, let's say 6 minutes, 6. Right, so 23, 44, 50. So in a few seconds it's gonna take off the clock. The relay 1 will go out of action. Yeah, and that's it. You saw it go off. It's gone back to a lower T. So we've got all the time clocks working now. You can go one stage further. You can enable timer 2. Now we haven't got a relay on this one. We haven't got 2 relays, but you can set it to do other stuff. That's right. So timer 2 will enable that. Okay. So we've got timer 2 now. So we can go into timer 2, and we can choose our time zone. New time zone. We'll go on that one again. Right, it's set to latch relay 2 or unlatch relay 4. Unlatch relay 2. So what we can do as well, we can change our on action. Toggle the relay, unlatch the relay, in conference, ignore token, switch the camera, call reception. Let's call reception. Right, so we're going to call reception. It doesn't use a number here, so that's fine. Okay, so timer 2 is going to, when it's active, it's going to call reception. Now, if I was just to issue a script set time, so if I make this clock, so set time 23. Yeah. Right, let's silence that. So it's quite loud. So basically, relay timer 1 triggered relay 1, and timer 2 triggered, when it became active, it called reception. Yeah, crazy, I know. But you could do all sorts. You could email someone, do all sorts of stuff. Switch a camera to view a certain place at a certain time, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. So it works. So what else can you do off a timer? Yeah, let's just right. So off a timer, you can also use a timer here. Timers. You've got a system timer. Has timer 1. No, I don't know if can't remember if I've implemented this or not. Yeah, so see, it's got H, which means it has timer. Okay, now you go over to here, and you'll see timer 1 has appeared. As you've got timer 2 as well. Why's it got timer 2 and timer 1? Hang on, timers. Okay, so it's showing me timer 2 and 1. Let's turn the timers off a minute. No timers. So H should disappear, yeah. And you go on to this one. So you still got timer 1, timer 2. Yeah, so I'm not on these settings. It makes them disappear from the settings, but on the main software it doesn't. So it always keeps them. Okay, I mean, yeah, they just appear. I suppose they ought to be hidden until you need them, like I've done down there. But anyway, so let's put timer 1 back on. Timer 1 on. Alright, so timer 1. We have timer on timer 1. So what we want to do, so let's do something. Run a script. Should we run a script on a timer? So testing working hours unrestricted. So it's not finding the new time zone I created. It's probably have to reboot, so it's not refreshed that timer. So we can't actually select it from there. So there's a little bit of a oversight. Right, so what we can do though is just select testing timer. Save that. Now what we're going to do, run a script. Let's run a script. Can this enter the script value? Right, the string value. Right, so it wants to know. I suppose we could just run war games. Let's just hang on. Let's just go on to there a minute. What's it called? Lowercase war games. Okay. Right, so we're gonna go back in here and gonna go war games. Now I don't know if this will work. Right, so we're gonna run war games. Run type single. So single was what's choice? Multiple times, once. Single type. Off script. Do you want to run it off script when the timer goes off? Now, run type single. And we're just seeing that go to. Oh, we've got TT. Yeah, that's just gone inactive. It got past the 15 minutes. It's turned it off. So run type multiple, single, none. Alright, so just keep on single. Okay, so right, that's okay. So we've got has a timer. Right, so it's saying it has. Why is it still saying it has? Hang on. Timer 1. Right, so it's not updated that, has it? That should have been testing war game single. Yeah, so that should be a -T. Yeah. So I put it into there. I haven't implemented it all the way because it was mainly interested in controllers, but the main software has the ability to do it. Tell you what we'll do there. We'll just close and restart and see if that changes to a T, a small t.
Thank you for using UPass.
Right, let's relaunch it. See if that changes to a small t.
Welcome to UPass.
Yeah, it did look. Yeah,
Engine 23 is now online.
Yeah, so I've got a little bit of work to do there to do that, but I don't really use the timers for anything on there at the minute. But yeah, we need to sort that out. Right, so we're on that. Now we've told it to run the war games script, but at the minute the time zone's gone. We haven't got anything on the time zone for testing. Let's have a look. Let's put some on for testing time zone. Right. Let's put a segment in there and make it. Oops. It gets a bit weird here, so I might have to do it down here. Hang on. Oops, no, it's the right length, isn't it? Yeah. That's the duration. Yeah, because I have to drag it into two like that. Yeah, I can't drag it as a single one, so I've got to sort that out. Anyway, we can retard the clock. No, we can't. That's a system time. We can do it by changing the clock on the system, but what we'll do is it's already in the active zone. As soon as we save that, it should trigger the scripts, which is trigger the timer, which is the war game script. So let's save that, and it's going to transmit that time zone to the controllers and to the database. Right, now it's already triggered, so when it gets to the next second, will it check it again? I don't know. It does for the controllers, not sure about how I've implemented it in there. See what happens when it gets to 0. It might not do anything. Might have to pass the 15-minute period. Let's just see. No. Oh, it's not. It's saying it's not active. Tell you what, let's close the program and restart.
Thank you for using UPass.
Right, let's run it again. Because it should be a large T now.
Welcome to UPass.
Yeah, it's a large T.
Greetings, Professor.
Engine 23 is now online.
It's gone ahead.
It seems a long time. Can you explain
It's
the
gone ahead and
removal
run the
of
war
your
game
user
script.
account on June 23rd, 1973? Shall we play a game?
Yeah, so
How about
works. We've got a little bit of work to do for updating that now.
war? Wouldn't you prefer a good game of chess? How about a nice game of chess?
Alright, so
Fine.
what we're going to do is change the time zone. Yeah, so it's obviously it's all active on the controllers, but on the software, just reusing the time zones with the software triggers. So yeah, I need to do a little bit of refresh work on that. It's there, but it's not taking notice of it once it's already booted. Although it probably would if I changed it. So if I go into time zones, testing, and then change that till it's about to change soon, early hours of the morning, Friday morning. Right, let's save that. Alright, close that. Now it's still on T because it hasn't checked its in, so we'll close it down, rerun it.
Thank you for using UPass.
Alright, run it again and leave it alone.
Welcome to UPass.
Right, we've got a small T now.
Engine 23 is now online.
Yeah, so we've got a small T, so when it gets to 00 for Friday, it should go to a big T and run the wargame script. Yeah, should do. Alright, let's just do some fobs again. Yeah. And you can set the duration. Oh, you can override it as well. Right, so we can go in here. We can set the time, the output 1. Impulse times 4 250 milliseconds, so 1 second. You even got a disabled impulse time here. Right, let's try that out. So we'll set that for 12. Right, and we've got 4 on that one. So basically we'll change one of the users. Right, so what we'll do is we'll make Wozniak. We'll set Wozniak up as a disabled user. Right, so we're just going to go in here and go restrictions. Right, so we're going to set him up as function. Impulse 2, anti-pass back. I've gone past it. Right, let's go again. Impulse 1, Impulse 2, anti-pass back. Right, Impulse Relay 1 with an extended relay time. That's it. So we're going to update that token. Right, that's updated that. So Wozniak is going to be like got a bit of extra time to go through the door because he's in a chair, a wheelchair or whatever. Right, that was Wozniak, and he's already got a longer time there. So I'll do one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'll choose another user. Yeah, so the other user's just got the quick egress time. So you can't really tell. Let's adjust these two better. So right, impulse time. We want 4 seconds for. So we want 16 on that one. That'll give us 4 seconds for a normal egress. And the disabled one we want to take up to as far as we can get it. I'm not sure if this is implemented past 30 seconds. Let's try it. So 2 16's 32. Let's save that. So we get 8 seconds as a disabled user. Right, here we go. So we got should be 4 seconds. Yep. Just Wozniak's. Yeah. Actually bleeped a different bleep then to the rest. So that's given us should be 8 seconds. Count it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. And the other user, let's try another user. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So there's your disabled user. If you need to, someone needs to take longer to get through. But what I should do is with Wozniak is set his profile here. Say if he's in a wheelchair. And just save that. Okay, let's check him again. Make sure he saved it. Profile. Is he in a wheelchair? Yes, he is. Look, see. Is he deaf as well? Walking stick. Might need a walking stick. Let's put him on a walking stick too. Oh, he can't be in a wheelchair. Oh, he's blind. That's a blind one, isn't it? No, he ain't blind. Hard of hearing. Maybe he's hard of hearing. Yeah. There you go. He's hard of hearing. So we've put him on an extended time. Right. Restrictions. You can restrict a user as well. And we're almost up. 4 minutes to go for the system timer to trigger the wargame script. Okay. Just checking the broadcast, right? So we've got a few minutes to wait for that. So what can we do here? Valid, always valid. Function. Impulse 1. Oh, that's default. His function's impulse 1 with extended egress time. So what else can you do? If we can change his function. Anti-passback, that'll have to be set up in the settings. What else can we do? Super user, conference, toggle 1. Yeah, we can set his token up to toggle the output. Let's do that, I think. Yeah, let's update that. Update the token. So it's on toggle 1 now. So what does that do? So we find his one. That's not the user. Right. That's it. So that's toggled. That token is Wozniak's, and it's set to toggle the output. So if he uses, he could have more than one token. We can set him up with another token in a minute. One token will let him through, and the other one will toggle a doorway open. That'll stay there now until you hit it again. So it toggles it. Well, when it's toggled, nobody else can untoggle it. Right, so it's toggled open. I'll put another user on there. And it acknowledges the token was valid, but it doesn't change the output. Even if you wait, because it's been toggled open by this token. Let's give Wozniak another token. Hang on. Let's set him up with a normal token. Or set him up with a panic token. Right, this one's unknown token, so let's go on Wozniak. Let's assign him another token. There it is. Okay, so he's got 2 tokens. His new one is just impulse 1, so let's just try that. Now it's toggled open a minute, so I've got to untoggle it. Right, I've untoggled it. So his other token now should just toggle it for 4 seconds. Yeah, just 4 seconds. Oh, we're about 30 seconds to running a system script. So I won't do anything for... yeah. So he's got 2 tokens. One allows it to toggle a door open permanently, stop anyone else from unlocking it until he puts his token back. Right, you've got 8 Alright, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch.
Greetings, Professor Bolton.
Yeah, you saw the T there.
Excellent. It's Please, what time
small t
can
to
you
big T
explain the
and run the
removal of
script.
your user account on June 23rd, 1973? Shall we play a game?
How about
Yeah, so
global thermonuclear war?
Wouldn't you prefer a good game
there's
of
just a few
chess?
things.
How about a nice game of chess? Fine.
Yeah. Anyway, so it ran that script, and obviously when I change it before, if you change it and it's for the next anything after 15 minutes after, it'll be okay. But to change it on the fly during the time zone that it's about to, it's triggered into, or if it's in that, it doesn't update. But I can edit that, but I'm not sure if it's not a priority, if you know what I mean. Right. So what else? Let's give him another token. Let's give him another token that calls. What should we do? Conference mode. I don't know if I got conference mode working. Should we try conference mode? So let's give a swipe on there. Right, another unknown token at the top there. We assign the token. There it is. Assign it. And let's just update it. Let's have a look at restrictions. Function. Let's try a conference. I don't know if I ever implemented the conference. Toggles access on and off. It might work, this one. Right, so we're going to do that. We're going to update the token. Right. Let's see what it does. Right, so I can't remember if I did that. Right, so that's done something. Didn't do anything there. Now will it allow one of the users on a system? Yeah, they're on the system. Okay, now hit this one again. What's this going to do? Right, let's try them again. No, so it doesn't look like that's implemented. Yeah, didn't implement it. Unless I'm on the wrong token. Hang on, is that the one? That's his extended egress time, isn't it? Or is that his normal one? Is that extended? That's his extended one. So the conference, in conference, I haven't actually set it to work yet for some reason. Oh, it's toggled open. Let me toggle it back off again. So we need to sort that in conference. Probably never implemented it. So that's supposed to stop anyone getting in the room who hasn't got a conference, is not invited to the conference. It basically disables the reader. But it's not doing it, is it? So we need to put that in our list of things to do. Yeah, so that's not it. That's not doing that. Right, so that's got to be sorted out. But I mean, at the minute, nobody's using it. So nobody's using the software or nothing. So it's not a priority. But if you get some interest, in it, well, I can implement some of these things. There's other stuff in there that hasn't been implemented. What else? Yeah, switching the camera on. Super user hasn't been implemented. Conference, we've done toggle. That was a useful feature we needed. So call reception, yeah, it can call reception. In fact, let's update that one and make it call reception. Right, so call reception. Is that the toggle? Right, I think it's this one, this next one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. Yeah, so we know the timer, system timer worked. and it's about to click off. You've got an off action as well on timer 1. Off script, so I haven't set it to do anything with off script, there's nothing there. So this run type, single. Yeah, run type for the on script single. So what I can do is, if you set it for multiple, and if you set that for multiple, right, and then your time zone, hang on, let's go back on timer. No, that one. If you open up testing, now the segment testing. Oh yeah, there it is there. I thought it was looking over there. So if that was longer, for instance, if that was, because a segment, it works at 15-minute periods, so if you got half an hour through 45 minutes or an hour, every time, if it's on multiple, every time it goes past the 15 minutes to the next period, it'll re-trigger every time. So you could have like a clock, cuckoo clock, cuckoos every 15 minutes. Yeah. Talking of cuckoo, that's me. Cuckoo. How long have we been going now? 2 hours, yeah. Oh, 1 thumbs up. Well done, whoever did that. Thank you. 1 thumbs up, very good. 1 thumbs up. Can you believe all that work I've done and I get 1 thumbs up? Anyway, so we've got this. So, the other thing to mention is these time zones, when they come off, you can see they don't necessarily trigger a relay. They're multifunction time zones. At the minute, that time zone is whatever you set it to do, the on action. And you've also got an off action. When the time zone is finished, you can say something. You could even announce, you could run a script. Yeah, on script war game. So you could say your off script could be warning, gates about to close, or warning, or it's time to go back in now, you know, or things like that. Warning, time zone is ended. Right, anyway, so yeah, that's the idea. I tried to make this as simple as possible, this system. You've got buttons, emergency buttons, panic alarm, lockdown, stop egress, fire alarm, unlock the site, defense condition. None of this has been implemented yet, by the way. It's just there to be implemented, not been implemented yet. You've got access control over this side. Users, it basically just brings up the users, the access groups, the time zones. Tokens, list, activity, same as up there. Automation, you've got an automation side. Timer 1, timer 2. That basically brings them timers up for the main software. Some spare buttons, script. So I'm not sure these do anything yet, but you can automate stuff off the timer. Basically, it'll just bring that timer up. Let's see what happens when you click it. Nothing. Yeah, not blooming implemented yet. And you've got surveillance down here. Oh yeah, was going to incorporate composite cameras. So you've got a window here with cameras on. Basically, you should click and switch whichever one camera around the site. It was going to be like composite video capture and switching. A controller I made that's a 4-to-1 switcher. You send it an I2. You talk to it with I2S, and you tell it which output you want on, basically. but that's to switch composite from one camera to switch to a camera on a capture card, USB capture device. Take a picture, then tell it to switch to another camera, and then take a capture, and do it that way. But that's before IP cameras was a thing, or was the mainstream. So that could be extended, and you could do motion detection and all sorts of stuff if you wanted, number plate recognition. That was the idea of that. And you got your intercom, logbook. So if you're doing surveillance, if you're guarding, you could fill in your logbook. I don't think that's that's got to be implemented. Events and your reports. We've got reports now. Yeah, we've got reports over here. So you can do like a roll call and stuff like that. It just shows you who's the bit in the building. You've got the capability to do all that kind of stuff. And if you're on a break, your break thing is with this software UPass, you see this number here. You've got 01. Right, so let's just bring that up a minute. Right, 01. So go on here. So I forget where he put it now. Access groups, config wizard, engine. Yeah, I think it's in the config wizard. Engines, login, packets. Is it under packet? Yeah. See this packet address. 01 is the master. Now the master is the one that records to a database all the event log. Station 1, you can have a station, an extra station. Station 2, station 3, station 4, none. So your software can be it can be a master or a station. Show status indicators. Right, okay. Let's put that on, see what that does. Yeah. So what that does, hang on, let's just get rid of this a minute. Yeah, so status indicators, when it communicates with a controller, because it does it, it's communicating with the controllers 10 times a second across all of them. So if you got 10, it'll communicate once a second. So it's doing about transmitting 9 packets out, and it's receiving 4 a second. Anyway, these indicators are actually the handshaking going on to the cloud or to the Wi-Fi. These two are USB. We haven't got anything on USB at the minute. We've got wireless, so we're connecting to this device wirelessly. If I let me put one of these, just put the watch on. Hang on, let's stick the watch on. Let's power the watch up. It should just come on, and hopefully it'll just find another one on the system.
Engine 24 is now online.
Yeah, you can see it started to interact with 24 as well. The red is where it sends out a packet to the device. The green is the device answering back a handshake packet or status packet. So basically, it's just so you can see what's going on. So if it's connected via USB, it'll be flashing those two, and if it's connected via Wi-Fi, it'll be doing these two, or Ethernet, Wi-Fi or Ethernet, cloud-based potentially. So you won't necessarily want to see all these status packets going every second. So that's why you turn them off here. That's it. You turn them off, because they could get annoying. But if you can click this online thing, and it will see how it sends out one, and then the controller sends one back, and it'll say status That's your timer's just toggled off. So it says command online. It sends an online. Just ask it if are you online, and it comes back engine online. Yeah, I'm online. I'm okay. So that's why you don't. Let me just turn this one off again. Turn this one off. Alright, that will go off. So after about a minute or two, you'll see this one start to spin like these, because these aren't online. That's another watch, and that's the other controller there, that 22. It's that one which is not powered on. I could wire them all up and they'll all come on, but after this will time out in a minute, it'll start spinning and it'll announce that the controller is offline. So if your power's gone to any
Engine 24 is offline.
Yeah, so it'll just tell you things like that. Hence, that's why we've got the ability to speak back and stuff. So it'll check it, and if you switch it on, it'll come online as well. Like if I so it's designed to keep track. It's servicing the engines. It'll tell you. Ultimately, all these should stop spinning once they're all switched on. And let's just do the two watches while we're here. I'm still awake, so let's just switch. Got the two watches, V1. It's a V1 and a V3 TTGO T watch. They're both set up with firmware to run on here. So let's switch the one on. I'll switch the other one on. Alright, so they should both come on in a minute. Yeah.
Engine 24 is now online.
And I should find the other one as well.
Engine 25 is now online.
Yeah. So you can see there's only one arrow not spinning there, and that's the one that's has got no power on it at the minute. And when they're all online, it'll say all engines are now online. Let's switch these off. Switch them off, and it'll time out. Oh, have I switched it off? No, not quite. Right, that one's off. Switch the other one off. Yeah, both off. So in about 60 seconds or less, it should tell you that they've gone offline. Doesn't check it every second, it does it. Otherwise, it'll just hog in the system for. 60 seconds is long enough to find out something's gone offline.
Engine 25 is offline. Engine 24 is offline.
Yeah. That's it. So we've just got the one left now, which is that one there. It's flicking away. Okay, well, I've had enough of that for today. Yeah, I've had enough. So anyway, it helps me get back on track as well. So, is there anything I haven't told you about? You got information here. Now I think this is going to open up on the other window, so we'll give it a try. Yeah, it has. It's opened up onto the other window. It's a shame I can't show you that, because it's opened. I don't know why it's opened up on the other window. That's the primary window, I suppose. But I've got it on full screen. I think even this is on. Yeah, even that's on full screen. You can't see that bit, so I can't drag it. Or let you drag that. I'll have to sort that out. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's open up Event Horizon and log that problem. We'll log it. I'm gonna have to share a network drive. Hold on a minute. I have to substitute a drive. Right, so retry. Yeah, we're on. This is a great tool for logging. Right, it's a great tool for logging stuff if you try to keep track of something. So we're going to Event Horizon Bug Fix. So we can go on to Bug Fix. Oh, we don't want a new bug fix. Right click. Right, so is all bug fix stuff. You pass system bugs. Yeah, so let's go on that. Let's add it. We've got a few there. Let's add a new one. Right, add a note. Right, so we found what I can't remember what the thing was now. What did we find? Oh my god, what was I going to report? I forgot now. Oh yeah, I know. Right, so the problem is, I've got two up. Why have I got two? Oh, because I'm adding a note, that's right. So, right, so, when viewing a full screen, it appears on the primary display, primary display, and you can't drag onto other display. Yeah, that'll do. So I'll save that. That's it. Save. Right, hang on. Yeah, so we've got a notification there. Multi-user in case you're online. You've only got one person online there. Right, so I've got that information there, and it's just added there. That's that problem. So this is a number of days before it expires, but we're not using that anyway. Target date to fix, I haven't got one. I could set a target date. Oh, a target user, sorry. And give it a date. Right, so this will keep track of your fixes and your roadmaps and all sorts of stuff. I'll change your search engine back to default. Right, let's get rid of this. So I've logged the problem. Okay, so yeah, because the engine's got an information area. You can't see it from there, but anyway, I'll sort that out for next time. Temperature gauge works with Arduino Mega with a precision real-time clock that's got a temperature sensor built in. I've not got an Arduino Mega or my first version plugged in at the minute. Yeah, these are the inputs and these are the outputs. So, I showed you them, haven't I? If I turn a watch on, I'll show you on a watch. So I switch your watch back on. I've got to go to bed in a minute. So I switch your watch back on. And it should find it.
Engine 25 is now online.
Yeah, so we're back online. And if I operate one of the buttons, I think I showed you this the other day. So if I just press the button, you'll see the red target light up on that one. And then the other button, and the other button. So there's three buttons on this. You can't see it. 3 buttons, and you can press either button. You can see it now. See the squares? You can press either one of those 3 and it'll light up. So the system's constantly monitoring what the inputs are doing. So you could use this on the controller and wire the inputs to stuff and watch in real time whether if one was wired to a door or something, door contact every time somebody swipes and opens a door, you'd see that light up, and you'd know they've gone through the door, and then goes back to normal. You get an event for each door control anyway. You'd get an event for it. Right, switch it off. I think that's going to be enough. Showing you enough for one day. Okay, well, that's going to be it for now. And we'll see you all next time. Don't know what I'll be saying next time, but anyway, so Arduino.
Engine 25 is offline.
Yep, I know, so I just switched it off. Right, so we'll leave it at that. Let's close down. Let's ask UPass what time is it. UPass, what time is it?
The time is 12:25 a.m.
Right. And we'll close down UPass. Let's close it down. Ready?
Thank you for using UPass.
No worries. Okay. Thanks for watching. And we'll see you again soon. Bye bye for now.